Let's talk about curriculum choices for the 2020-2021 school year. This is for my 10th grader. He is a little bit more advanced in some subjects than others, and so let's quickly go through what he's going to be studying this year. First, for math, we will be continuing on with our study of Saxon. This time he'll be in Algebra 2, and we do have the Dive CDs. If you are unfamiliar with these CDs, they include lessons taught by a teacher for every single lesson in the book. They include answer keys, and they include a step-by-step walkthrough for every single question that's in the book and on the test. Entirely worth the money. He will be continuing on with his study of Latin. We are still with Classical Academic Press, and we are in Latin for Children C. That comes with a book that includes grammar and more vocabulary. It looks like it's a little bit more grammar heavy this year. I have the answer key, which we tried not to get one year and found that it was, again, very worth getting. There is an activity book that goes with Latin for children, and that includes just fun activities, word searches, crosswords. There's some mazes in here. It's a fun way for them to sketch out or to practice what they're learning throughout the week. Each lesson in Latin for Children takes 1 week. It comes with, there's a CD and a DVD component. I normally have him watch that twice a week, maybe a little bit more if he needs it. And then on Friday he does the reader portion of the book, which has its translations. His elective for the year is going to be Autocad, since he's going into engineering, possibly NAVARC. He's already been using some design programs on the computer for a few years, but we're actually going to get into AutoCAD, how to use it. Since both his dad and I are fairly well versed in AutoCAD, one of us a little more old school than the other, we'll be here to help, teach him along the way as he works his way through this book. For history, last year he did AP US History. As a 9th grader, the AP was a little difficult for him, not because of the history component, but more because of the critical thinking component that comes along with an AP course. So we are dropping back to regular history this year. We'll try AP again as an 11th grader. Most people don't start taking AP courses until about 11th grade anyway, just because you have to have that capability for abstract thought and just more advanced thought that your brain isn't always necessarily ready for when you're only in 9th grade. So he'll be doing regular world history. It's a fairly thick book, as you can see. We'll supplement that with videos along the way. And his Jan term, I always give my kids a Jan term, which is in January they take the month off and they do a special interest project. So his Jan term that he has picked out, and we'll find more hands-on projects to go with it, is various fighting techniques and battles of the ancient world. For science, we're continuing on with Apologia. We found that this is a good comprehensive course that definitely helps with college prep. And we're doing chemistry this year. Now, since I am not a big chemistry person, we have our textbook. And we have solutions and tests that go with it. And we have the student notebook. I love this component of Apologia. There is place for labs. There's a place for note-taking. They've got all your questions, your comprehension. Everything is in one place, and it makes it really easy for record keeping when the time comes. But we splurged this year, and we got the DVD instruction as well. The older my kids have gotten, the more I am willing to splurge on DVD instruction for subjects that I struggle with. My husband can help with some things like this chemistry. I'm sure that he'll have more insight into the lessons than I will, but he's not always around, and I need to make sure that when my student has a question about, I'm not even going to pretend to remember anything about chemistry. When he has a question about something that I don't remember and don't understand, we have the DVD to go to. And finally, we'll be continuing with The Good and the Beautiful for our language arts. I don't have the reading books here with me. I'll try and find those in just a moment. But this set, it comes with 10, they're stuck together, 10 booklets, and that's for your entire year. Each booklet includes journaling, it includes extra readings, they include grammar, poetry, vocabulary, reading assignments, writing assignments. There's research assignments. They learn how to do annotating and editing, and there is art included in these. There's art history. In year 1, they actually had some drawing projects. I'm not sure about year 2. Let's check it out. At the end of each unit booklet is a review. Yep. Okay, so in book 1, we're doing medieval lettering with watercolor pencils. And that means that whatever book accompanies book 1, whatever literature book accompanies that, is going to be based in the Middle Ages, because they always try and put the work around what we're reading. So there are 10 of these. There's also an answer key that has answers not only for the test, but for the unit booklets themselves. I don't know why my camera keeps auto-correcting. I'm sorry. And then here are the tests. They're called unit checks. In Unit 1, we're checking on comprehension, vocabulary, grammar, punctuation, commonly confused words. I like that this curriculum covers that, and it does that in every year, because there are so many people, if you will read comments on the internet, that do not know how to use common words. There's geography, and then there are writing assignments. It looks like Men of Iron by Howard Pyle is going to be what the book is for Unit 1, just based on the comprehension questions. So there you have it. That's what we're doing for sophomore year of high school this year, and hopefully that helps you to make some decisions.